Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Smile with Prachi. This is Prachi, and starting with the first writer of the day. By the way, if you're new on this channel, just keep watching, you'll figure out what we do around here, okay? So, starting with the first writer, let's call our first writer Box, okay? Alright, so we're gonna call the first writer Box. Box says hello. So, I'm a 24-year-old guy marrying my high school sweetheart next year. We both are working and very happy with our lives. Her parents are extremely wealthy, by the way, but we all decided that dowry shouldn't happen. However, last week her parents came back offering to buy us a small apartment as a wedding gift. After some thinking, I agreed. When I told my older brother and some friends about it, they started saying that it's unethical and that this is nothing but dowry no matter what we call it. My brother was acting like if I can't take responsibility of my woman, why am I even marrying such a rich girl? I am a little confused. Should I put my foot down and say no? Honestly, an apartment would save us a lot of rent expenses, which would be a great relief considering our current earnings. Box, first of all, congratulations for saying no to dowry. It is still so prevalent in our society, you know. I mean, just for the knowledge of my viewers, since we are at it, before I move to your letter, that is, did you know that when a boy's family demands a rich, lavish wedding, even that can be considered dowry? Doesn't always have to be cash, you know. Sometimes gifts can also be considered dowry. Gifts given to relatives can also be considered dowry. So it's very important to be that person who says no to dowry, be it a man or a woman. If you want equality in a marriage, it starts with things like these, right? Now, moving to your letter, well, first of all, I want to ask you, have you discussed this with your fiance? What does she feel about it? Is she comfortable with it? Does she want to take this gift? If yes, make sure that the apartment is registered in her name. This will help you for legal reasons also in future. I hope things don't come to that, but just saying, just for legal reasons, it will help you. And more than that, you know, it sends out the right message. Remember one thing, in life, usually there are no free lunches, there are no free gifts. Things usually do come with strings attached. Sometimes, sometimes in some situations, it could also happen that the girl's parents are giving a gift, you know, an apartment, but then they want to have a say in things like how is the place decorated. Sometimes they'll say, okay, but this room will be ours. Whenever we come to visit you, this is how I want this room to be, and this room will be ours. And you can't say no to things like that. So even though you have this luxury of having an apartment where you don't have to pay any rent, it does come with those strings. So make sure that that's not happening in your case. You don't want to be that guy, right? I can see from your letter that you're a guy with a lot of self-respect and dignity, and you're going to hate it if a situation comes to that. If you think on that front, I will be able to take joint decisions with my wife and, you know, make that house, make that apartment our home where I also get a say, an equal say, then of course there's no harm in it, right? I mean, it's her parents who are giving her a gift. The apartment will be in her name. It's her gift. It's what she is bringing to the table. Having rich parents, or like in this case, having rich in-laws, does have its perks. You don't have to feel guilty or feel bad about it. You know, it's a privilege, and you enjoy that privilege. You can be grateful. You should be grateful for it, but you get to enjoy that privilege. So why say no to something like that? All right, but make sure you draw the lines, make sure that it's coming from the right place and it's not coming at the cost of your dignity, your self-respect. As for your friends, your older brother, I think they might be slightly jealous because, yes, like I said, it is a big privilege. Not everybody gets to have this kind of privilege in their life. Rent is a very, very huge expense, especially for a young couple. So you can let it be. If people come and say, oh, but you know, you are this, you are taking dowry, this, that, just say, you know what, we have it figured out. It's between us. Thank you so much for your advice. All right. Um, Moving to the next writer of the day, who we are gonna call Light. Okay, so the first writer was called Box. The next writer we're gonna call Light. Light says, hi Prachi. I'm 28 years old, pregnant with my first baby. So I work in a modern startup where the work culture is honestly pretty chill. We party and we are more friends than colleagues. Now we have this option to keep our lunch boxes in the common lunchroom refrigerator and then microwave and eat our lunch when we want to. So everyone keeps their lunch boxes there. Because of my pregnancy, I have been having massive cravings. Sometimes when I open the fridge, I find food that catches my attention and take a bite or two since we're all friends, right? Well, so I thought. Apparently, someone recently found me taking out their pizza and has now complained to the HR. I told her that I'm pregnant because she didn't know, but she instead started accusing me. The matter got escalated further when few more people joined in saying that their lunches were being stolen. I agreed that was me, but it's just food for God's sake. They literally used the word stolen. Now everybody in the office is acting like I've committed some big theft. The HR even called me for a one on one meeting. I am so angry, Prachi. These people do not have kids or are men and don't even understand what pregnancy is. I have to eat because there's a baby inside me. I reminded them that their mothers have also done a lot for them and that they should respect a pregnant lady, but it only made matters worse. This world we live in is so cruel to pregnant women. How do I teach them to behave properly? I'm pregnant for another 6 months. This surely can't go on. Light, first of all, congratulations on your pregnancy. I'm sure it's a very exciting time for you and your family, right? But I want to give you a few fact checks that will help you with the rest of this pregnancy and also later on in life, to be very honest. Number one, when you take something from somebody, okay, even if it's your friend, even if it's your best friend, if you take something from somebody without asking, without the intent of replacing it, and without the intent of letting them know later, that is kind of the definition of stealing. Your intent may not be to harm them, but it is a definition of stealing in their minds, right? Because I am not informed of what is being taken away from me. I don't know who is taking. It's never replaced. Nobody's coming and telling me later also. So I will say that okay, somebody is stealing things, no matter how small it is, right? Number two, you say that this woman, you took her pizza, right? You wanted to have a pizza, so you took her pizza. And then you had to explain to her that you are pregnant. She didn't know that you were pregnant. Is she even your friend? Because if she was your friend, she knew about it. So she's more of your colleague than a friend, right? First of all, you're taking things from somebody without informing them, okay? Second, they don't even know you well enough. Obviously, it's going to create some issue. Now, let me tell you something, okay? I think, yes, pregnancy is a big deal. It's a beautiful time period. But the fact that you're pregnant does not mean that you can cause inconvenience to others. That is not allowed. You are not entitled to other people's things. You are not entitled to a special, more considerate behavior. Entitled. Remember, the word I'm using here is entitled, okay? That still means that people should be a little nicer to you, okay? Like for example, if I'm traveling in a bus and if I see a pregnant lady, I will definitely get up to give her my seat. All right. If a pregnant lady is visiting my house, I'll call her up and ask her if she's having any special cravings or has a doctor given her a special diet. I will try to accommodate, right? It's the right thing to do. It's the nice thing to do. But are you entitled to it? No. If you are traveling in a bus, the right thing to do is to not expect strangers to give you the seat. If they do, great. But the better thing to do is to travel in the bus during the non-peak hours when there's a good chance that you will get a seat because there's no rush. All right, if you're going to somebody's house and if the doctor has given you a special diet, you call up the host and say, hey, don't mind, but I'm also carrying my lunch box or my own food box because there are some pregnancy complications or whatever and I need to have a special diet. Don't worry about it. I hope it doesn't offend you. You carry your own food. This also applies to when you are at your office. If you're having cravings, you can carry food from your home. If that's not always practical or possible, you open the refrigerator, you see a pizza and you're like, oh, I want to have a pizza. You go, we have these food delivery apps these days that are very, very efficient. They're very helpful. You go, you order your own pizza online. All right. But don't take things from others. For now, I would suggest that, I don't know if you have had that one-on-one meeting with the HR. You explain to her that, okay, I kind of thought it was okay, but I'm realizing now that it isn't. I'll make sure that my behavior is corrected. Okay, and you go, you apologize to this woman and you let everyone know that, see, I was a little hormonal. I know that doesn't excuse my behavior. I'll take better care to not take your lunch boxes. I hope we can put this behind us and start Start fresh, okay? You guys have known me for a long time. We have partied together. You know what kind of a person I am. I think I was a little out of the line, but I'm sure sometimes we all do things to embarrass ourselves. Apologize without any excuses. Apologize without telling them that they are wrong, because honestly, here they are not, and go on with it. All right? Go on with it means go on with your relationship, not go on from taking food from the fridge again. So yes, guys, that's all I want to share in today's video. For all my writers, I think this is a very important lesson to learn, especially the second letter, that when you're going through a difficult time in your life, when you need help, don't expect the world to be there for you. If they're there for you, well and good. If they are not, that's okay. You don't have to hate the world. You don't have to be angry about it. That's just not how life works. People are not going to carry your weight in the world, especially after you're an adult. So don't have that expectation, because it's a little unreasonable, especially considering the today's world. Everyone is very busy. Life is difficult for everyone. People are struggling to make things happen for their own selves. I'm sure for a lot of us it's true as well, right? If you look at yourself, you'll know that maybe that's somewhere where you are as well. So you may not always want to go out of your way to help others. If you do want to, you're a very good person. If not, even that's okay. All right, but don't cause inconvenience to others for your own sake. That's not fine. So yes, guys, that's all I want to share with my two writers of the day. If you have any suggestions, anything to share with them, please share your comments or suggestions in the comment section below. For all the women watching this video who have been pregnant before or who are pregnant right now, share a couple of tips for the second writer, Light. Maybe she can take away some good pointers from you, and it might help other women who are hoping to get pregnant soon or who are pregnant as well. Some good information, some good hacks and tips will definitely help, I'm sure. And yes, keep that smiling face on. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you guys again next Saturday. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye bye.